We're going to hear from someone who was involved in that. Senator Richard Gordon is chairman and CEO of the Philippine Red Cross. Joins us now from Manila. Thank you for sparing the time. I know you're incredibly busy. What sort of situation are you dealing with?
Senator Dick Gordon.
Senator, can you just explain what you're dealing with right now?
Oh, I'm sorry, Max. We have about 170,000 people in evacuation centers right now, and in 735 evacuation centers. There's a lot of flooding going on in the Mindanao, and now the river systems in Cagayan de Oro River and in Agusan River are at critical level because of the rain. So we've had about 200 millimeters of rain in the last 12 hours, similar to what happened 11 years ago when Typhoon Washi hit Mindanao. And in 24 hours, they had 400 millimeters of rain and a lot of people died. In the meantime, right now, there's no power. They've cut power or they have lost power simply because of the rains. There are certain areas without water. And certainly, a lot of people have to be looked at the evacuation center because we still have COVID in this country. And we want to make sure that they're fine. So our doctors and our nurses and our volunteers are making sure that they have masks and that especially the young people who are very vulnerable and the senior citizens are looked at by our volunteers. And we're monitoring for diseases like pneumonia, coughs, colds, and everything like that, so that there's a lot of hypertension, of course, a lot of stress being experienced by our people. And definitely tomorrow we'll probably find out a lot more damage. A couple of buildings of the Red Cross in a couple of provinces lost their rooftops. And certainly there have been a lot of roofs flying. They're like shavers, flying, and it's very dangerous. So it's important that we are always looking out for the road ahead because we don't want any casualties. So far, we have not had any casualties reported, but I'm sure it will change in a few hours as the typhoon leaves the area.
Well, that's it, isn't it? In terms of the pandemic you were describing there, it's still a risk, isn't it? You can't completely forget that, as you've rightly noted. What sort of challenges are those sort of safety protocols presenting to you when you're on a rescue mission?
Well, we have very, very well-trained and veteran volunteers who have been through all these challenges. The Red Cross is at the forefront of testing in this country. We have hit 5 million tests alone by ourselves, and we know what the dangers are, and we know that there's a new variant, Omicron, and we have already 2 cases, and we're watching out because other countries have been in a bad way, like Korea and even China and, of course, Europe, and we don't want that to happen in the Philippines because right now we're experiencing a very, very low infection rate in the country, although, again, we had 257 infections yesterday, but nonetheless, the new variant could turn the tide again to a very, very bad level. So we're watching it out closely, and we're still trying to make sure that we test and we treat and we isolate, and that's why there's a lot of concern in the evacuation areas that we make sure that none of them have COVID. We have ambulances in the evacuation centers to make sure that they can be ferried to hospitals right now. Mercifully enough, our hospitals are not overloaded, unlike a few months ago when it was so hard to get into a hospital. It is my hope that we will weather this storm literally and that we're not going to get it. But, hope springs eternal. We don't want a situation like what's happening in other parts of the world to happen to the Philippines again.
And you've had these storms, haven't you, recently? Very tough period for the Philippines, but resilient people, as we learn every time these things happen.
Well, we're always stops in disaster, unfortunately. We have 7,600 islands, and our people are a hardy lot. I'm glad that we didn't have the storm surges that we had when Typhoon Haiyan, which was a typhoon of the century, hit our country. The Red Cross alone built 80,000 homes. And I'm glad that we're not hearing that a lot of the homes remain intact. And I hope that remains that way because it's so difficult when you're hit by the typhoon and you lose your homes. I'm pretty sure that tomorrow there will be a lot of people who will be without rooftops and homes. And we have to immediately address that because they would be vulnerable before the elements. And certainly, we want to make sure that we can face all the troubles ahead, especially coming into the Christmas season. It's always tragic when kids are facing a Christmas season that's going to be very bleak because the economy has gone down dramatically, and we want to make sure that we can get back after this typhoon, and certainly hope that we can lick COVID. And I don't think we can lick COVID right now. But anyway, we're trying our best.
Okay, we wish you the best. Senator Richard Gordon from the Red Cross in Manila. Thank you very much indeed.